So we finally get to know what is India's entire calendar from June to March when it comes to the India home series. As we had mentioned earlier, India will face Sri Lanka, India will face New Zealand, and India will take on Australia in their home series that will start from January itself. A total of 6 T20Is, 9 ODIs, and 4 tests. That is the calendar for India in this home series from January till March. Remember, after March, all the way until June, you will probably see the IPL being played over a period of time. So, this is the current schedule that India has. The series, the home summer or winter, will kick off with India taking on Sri Lanka for 3 ODIs and 3 T20Is. So, the India versus Sri Lanka ODIs, the India versus Sri Lanka tour begins with the 3 T20Is. The first T20I will be in Mumbai, the second T20I will be in Pune, and the third T20I will be in Rajkot. The start of this series, India versus Sri Lanka series, will be from 3rd January onwards. Then on 10th, 12th, and 15th, they will play 3 ODIs, India and Sri Lanka, and the venues are Guwahati, Kolkata, and Thiruvananthapuram. So India versus Sri Lanka will kickstart the entire home summer that is there for them. So India will take on Sri Lanka from 3rd January to 15th January, 3 ODIs and 3 T20Is. The T20Is are first and then the ODIs have been played. Mumbai, Pune, Rajkot, Guwahati, Kolkata and Thiruvananthapuram. These are the 6 venues for the 6 games that will be played. Then India versus New Zealand. Remember, India had 2 New Zealand for 3 T20Is and 3 ODIs. India won India won the T20Is 1-0 but lost the ODI series 1-0. So New Zealand come back to India for 3 ODIs and 3 T20Is. The ODIs in the case of New Zealand will be played first, followed by the 3 T20Is. That series begins from 18th January and ends on 1st February. So this is the schedule for the New Zealand tour of India. 18th January will see the first ODI in Hyderabad, second ODI in Raipur, third ODI in Indore. First T20I will be in Ranchi, second at the Ekana Stadium in Lucknow, and the third and final T20I will be at Ahmedabad at the Narendra Modi Stadium. So 18th to 1st February, that is the dates for the New Zealand series. So from 3rd to 15th, 18th to 1st, and finally we will conclude with the Border Gavaskar Trophy, which is the 4-test series. 9th to 13th, the first test will be played at the VCA Stadium in Jamta. 17th to 21st of February, the second test will be at the Arun Jaitley Stadium in Delhi. 1st to 5th March will be the third test at Dharamshala, and 9th to 13th will be the 4th and final test at Ahmedabad. So Nagpur, Delhi, Dharamshala and Ahmedabad. Remember, Delhi will be hosting a test after a pretty long gap. Remember, India have been unbeaten in Delhi for the past 35 plus years. They last lost in 1987 and they are back here. Remember, Australia, even in 2008 when they had toured India, they played in Delhi. That test was a draw and it was the final test for Anil Kumble. So after the end of the 4-test series, which is the last in India and Australia's World Test Championship cycle, you will have 3 ODIs, 17th, 19th and 22nd. First ODI will be in Mumbai, second ODI will be at Vizag, and in the tour will finally conclude with the third and final ODI in Chennai. So as I had said, 9 ODIs, 6 T20Is and 4 tests. That is India's calendar in this winter period before the start of the IPL, which will be mostly beginning from 1st of April till the end of May. Remember, the World Test Championship cycle tentatively is on June 7th and that will be played at the Oval. India, in order to be in contention for the final, have to win at least 5 out of the 6 tests and ensure that Australia do not win much against South Africa and that South Africa do not win against the West Indies. So there are plenty of permutations and combinations in this series. So the jam-packed calendar. There is not much of turnaround time for either the Sri Lanka, New Zealand, or the Australia ODIs, and player management will once again be in focus. Remember, the second and final test between India and Bangladesh in Mirpur ends on 26th of December. After that, just for a period of 7 days, a week, you will then have the T20Is against Sri Lanka, followed by 3 ODIs. Then 3 ODIs against New Zealand and 3 T20Is. After that, 4 tests and 3 ODIs. That is how the procedure is. Remember, Jasprit Bumrah and Ravindra Jadeja, they are both going to be back in January. That is what BCCI sources have told us. So we hope that their fitness holds, because yet again, not enough turnaround time. It's a packed calendar from December itself. December 26th is the last test. 3rd January onwards is the first T20I. And so that is how it will be. The squads will be announced after the end of the Bangladesh series mostly. So that is the current situation. So for people who are joining us now, India's home summer calendar has been announced. 9 ODIs, 6 T20Is, 4 tests, Sri Lanka, New Zealand, Australia, starting from January 3 and ending on March 22nd. So we are all set for an action-packed, jam-packed home season, with the IPL also beginning from April 1 till June, till May end mostly. So thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this live. We'll be back with more updates on sports today. Press the like, comment and share button. We are also there on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Thank you.